your youngest version of you is now. It's not yesterday, it's not tomorrow, it's now. Don't limit yourself of like, oh, but I have to find the right way. I have to find the right place. There is no right time, there's no right place. Just now, start. I'm opening the up, come back! Bro, I was gonna hit the car. Daniel, the media director for Boxer. That whole thing where you see here, this is the best spot in the city. And like, people pay money here to not work out, for the experience, the environment, the atmosphere, the vibes, you know?
The Prince of Egypt!
Stevie, عامل ايه? How are you? This guy's also half Egyptian, but his family is Egyptian, but his Arabic is like Pukito. Like, what do you know? مكسر يعني مكسر.
شوية.
معقول.
يعني.
معقول.
How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah, how are you? Good to see you.
Training hard today?
Yeah, about the pads. Baha, we know each other for what, 4 years? 4 years. Baha, he's Iraqi American. So we used to train together at American Top Team when we started, you know, like when I started fighting. He was there. And since that we become like best friends and we're neighbor. So we train always and we always do crazy shit. So now, as you guys know, Mike, he has been battling cancer for the past few months. So now I have fights coming up. Mike, he's the one, Coach Mike, he's the one doing all the program for us. Like what to train, what to do, and the drills and all that stuff. So today I'm gonna work with Bahat on like some drills and some technique he has to work on. Plus Bahat, he trained with Mike before, and he has been in the game for a long time, and he also coached here. So it's a pretty damn good combination. Someone who have already been student with Mike, and he's very good in the game, and he fights. So I appreciate his time, and he's putting the time to also, you know, help me and get ready for my fights. So let's see what we're gonna do today.
Those punches that you throw before the low kick, and then you set up for it.
Know what you fight for.
challenging to work with an Olympian wrestler. I'm pleasured or pleased to work with a high-level athlete like him. What I bring to his game, or what I bring to the game of kickboxing, is something different than what he works on. So it's nice, you know. It's nice to see different, because I always work with kickboxers. I never worked with wrestlers, so it's nice to add the kickboxing touch to a high-level wrestler and MMA fighter. It's really fun, challenging. You guys saw me, I was carried in the air a few times. It's fun, but at the same time, it's a little bit scary because this guy is a beast. So it's not something that anyone could do. Not anybody could work with a guy like him and, you know, survive or have a good time. It's really fun working with him. Again, challenging, but fun. That's the type of training that I like to do, I love to do. That's what I did all my life. I worked with a lot of high-level fighters. This guy is the most dangerous one that I've worked with. Not only that I look at his journey and I get inspired, he inspires me by speaking to me, calling me every day, send me a text, hey, let's go train, let's meet up, let's do this. And he's one of the reasons I'm staying consistent with the game. I've been in the game and I've been doing it for a long time. I always show up to the gym, but this guy added a little touch, an extra touch that makes me even want to come to the gym even more. To work with him and work with the other fighters here as well. Definitely an inspiration for me. I've known him for almost 4 years. We met in a kickboxing class in American Top Team. We clicked. The second I saw him, we clicked. We started training together. And that was the first time I actually worked kickboxing with him because he was new to kickboxing. He had just started his MMA career. And I've been doing kickboxing for a minute, so the class was new to him. That's the first time I started working with him, showing him, I'm like, hey, this is how you throw that kick. This is how you do those movements. So that was like 4 years ago. We started working together. And now we're back on it. We're back to it. We're working on kickboxing again. And again, I'm pleased or pleasure to be part of his journey and looking forward to attend his fights and be in his corner, hopefully. I already spoke to him. I told him the deal is I have to be in any fight you go to because I got to be part of his journey. And it's a blessing to be training with a guy like him and to be inspired by him as well.
It goes through your mind when you get tired and you're exhausted because it's a fight or flight. So, and he does most of the drills is realistic. That's what Michael, my coach, he does with me. It's more realistic. You're not just hitting the pads and somebody's just coming, you know, like not doing anything. So he's coming with punches, with knees, with elbows, with the strikes. That makes it more realistic in a fight. So you're training for what are you gonna do in the fight. So it's not, doesn't surprise you. Plus, you know, like with the realistic drills, it doesn't get better like that. You get timing and you get better, especially with that level, from those type of drills and from sparring, light sparring, hard sparring. As they say, drills makes killers. That's what is drills. So the more you drill, it's practice, practice, practice. But, because I train with the best coach in the world, Michael Babb, perfect practice makes it perfect. That's why I like to learn from the best, because you're not wasting your time, so you know you're training with the best to get the best knowledge and the best, you know, that you have trust in that work. And that's what I learned from my wrestling journey with the Olympic team and the Olympics my whole life. From that, you know, transition from wrestling to mixed martial arts, being student to the game, like being student and like learning, it makes me so happy because now I'm learning a lot of things. I never threw a punch in my life before I started fighting. So a lot of people, they think I've been fighting for a long time, which is not. I started fighting in 2021. My first fight was January 2021. I trained only 2 months. So long story short, you can learn anything you want. If you put it here, you'll find every way to learn. You'll find every way to find things, to figure things out. Once you want that so bad, it's like in a fight. Whenever your opponent or you is whoever want it so bad, that's the guy who's gonna win. It's not how strong mentally or physically you are, that's where is the push, you know? So it's not the biggest guy, it's not the strongest guy. It's like who is willing to do what it takes to win. And that's why we give it mixed martial arts. We learn blood and sweat and tear. you paid the price before you get to the cage. That's why you see the guys who perform, or we, whenever we perform, in the highest level, doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from those hours of training, you know? So you can't get anywhere of whatever you want to achieve or you want to learn without putting the work. You know, we've been drilling almost like thousands of drills just to get something right or to, because it's gonna become second nature. And if you apply this on anything in life, you can get good in school, in business, in whatever. Practice, practice, practice. Then you add this, perfect practice makes it perfect. So that's where it is. He made me excited now more because you know how hard for me I was training with Jason and just boxing, and you know boxing is great. My boxing, my hands getting so much better, but this is what is real. This is what is MMA. The awkward position, you're from different position. Takedown, get up, bump, strikes, elbows, knees. There is you use every single weapon, and training with him started to work, and that for him to make the time, it makes me so happy and really excited because I missed that. And when I got back to, you know, in August to start again, and that's when Mike started to diagnose with cancer. You know, so I'm really happy to have him here.
Happy to be part of your journey, brother.
Bro,
and we're back to it. You know, it's gonna be a lot of scenarios from fights. It's all gonna be realistic. You're gonna see me walking around with him. I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna make him react. You know, realistic.